I am DM Zone. This is the Gamers Oasis. We're going to do the Gauntlet. Okay, guys, so we're going to do the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet is a mission that you do outside Camp Icarus. It's kind of near the starting area for most people that go, well, for everyone that goes to Calypso, and most people go to Calypso. So you kind of get like a quick look. I'm actually here with not my mentor, but with a person who ended up inviting me to the society. They were just being cool. They took me from the Arcadia Moon. They were heading to Calypso. They wanted to know if I wanted to hang out. They were doing a run anyways. I said, sure, I can go ahead and do that. Did a whole video on it called One Crazy Night. There's Space and Time. The Space and Time was probably an addition afterwards. Anyways, so went through the first time ever having to make a group. You can kind of see that I named it 2-Arc. We did end up getting a small global later in the night when we went and fought robots. It was about 15, 16 pet, I think, and 14 of it went to him, which is appropriate because he's the one that did the majority of the work. He's the one that flew me there, that type of stuff. So I no problem with this at all. This is the Taylor that I talked about in other videos. So yeah, anyways, we're going to get into this mission here, and you can go ahead and take a look at what we got going on. As you can see here, you start off in like a mechanic shop type of area. You got 2 different terminals. One's a revive terminal, one's a trade terminal, so you can buy ammo and whatnot in case you run out. This is a mission you can do daily, and then you can turn the tokens in for different things. He let me do most of the killing and then only helped me on parts of it. He did heal, so he basically kept me up. If I didn't have him there or additional person there with heals, I'd have to heal myself. If I had additional person there and they were fighting, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have to need as much heals, to be honest. I think that it would be one of those things that it was harder because he was not participating than if he was participating. The heals were very appreciated, and we would have done it. I wouldn't have been able to do it without heals, and frankly, I would have to go get a healing fat for this prior to this because I didn't have the Vivo S10 because that's what this quest gives you. And I had used basically all my healing faps that were trainers and trainee type stuff in the past. I had a real problem trying to click on target that he was trying to tell me what to do, and I'm like, yeah, I get what I need to do, I just can't target it. The best way, and I don't use the directional focusing like actual bullseye as like a thing. I usually just hit F or right click and then it adjusts me there, and I have my, you'll notice a lot of times I'll have my inventory out like this right here. That allows me to left click and rotate without having to lose focus on what I'm doing. So yeah, in this type of situation I'd hit F just to go to the next target. In an outdoor situation where I could actually click on someone else's mobs or a mob I didn't want to fight, I would right click to get the one I wanted. As you saw, I did get that laser gate down. I guess you could say laser gate. I don't know. Sounds like some sort of political thing when you say it like that. Anyways, the machines are pretty cool. If you again, if you had the targeting thing, or you just run next to it and it will explode on you. I think if I were to do this again, it would have been a lot better. I don't think I'd have the same problems as I did in this run through. But just using that, change the pitch of your camera, get that little bullseye on there, pull the trigger, I think you would do fine. You have to do the same thing here. Yeah, it's one of those things. Now, in this video, I'm actually only level 3 pistol, and that's why I'm using the pistol throughout the majority of it. Um, if you had, I don't necessarily think you need a rifle for this, but if you were higher than level 3 pistol, I think you'd be fine. You'd be doing a lot better. Level 5 pistol probably would be very easy to get that done that way. Um, or level 5 rifle, I don't think it makes a huge difference. Or melee. I think melee would be at a slight disadvantage because there are these laser gates, and getting through them would be a bit of an issue before you could actually fight them and they'll be shooting you. Um, there are times when you're shooting for, and I don't know if they necessarily consider range to be a factor, but I think they do. And I certainly feel like when you're in close fighting with melee, you know, you get the full on. So right now we're just being shot, but this guy has a melee weapon. If I was up in melee, there's a chance he would both use his melee weapon and his fire weapon. Now some robots will just hit you with their rifle because they don't actually have a melee weapon. This guy might do both. I don't know. This guy here I could not have fought at my level by myself and without heals and that type of stuff. Certainly did not have the DPS at Pistolier level 3. I have both the hit and the damage side of pistols for that. Went ahead, got the next mission, went back in. I wasn't really sure, because I'd never done this, what to expect. I was kind of surprised when I found that it was a different type of area. Now you're fighting mutants. So if you want to do your Calypso codex stuff, where you were doing stuff for mutants or you were doing stuff for robots, I think this could be a good thing. Every day you get an injection of some of those without having to go just farm something just to go farm something. And what I also like about it, even though it doesn't seem like it, is a fairly controlled atmosphere. You don't have respawns like you do out in the wild. So if you're just hitting F and facing a direction, if there's one hiding in these bushes, you could be good. Now here there was 3, and I was like, I don't want to fight all 3. This mission's designed for 2 people. It's like, if I can't pull just one, then I'm going to have a problem. Here I'm setting up my Bukin to actually be fired and whatnot, so that I can pull these from a little farther away. I felt like a pistol was okay, but in this situation I probably wanted to have more range. And it was kind of a tentative thing because I had bad experience with mutants last time I was in Calypso. If you watch one of my early videos, I think it was episode 1, I talked about the fact that mutants were tough, and they still are. They hit hard. I die several times in this one too. Well, actually in the first one I didn't die, but in this one I do die several times. And that's because he wanted to see if I could do this, I guess, by myself, or was just had an AFK. I don't know. I don't think he actually said why he wasn't participating in this. I had the funds to do this. I've heard it takes like 3 ped. If you are the only one shooting, I can tell you it is not 3 ped. I went into here with about 12 ped. I want to say the first mission gave me 10 ped, which I had used all of but like 3 ped on the first one. So I had 13 ped going into this, and I want to say I actually had to I had to convert shrapnel into ammo to complete this. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I was firing an unadjusted Bukin. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm rifle 2. A lot of that, which I shouldn't be using a Bukin really at that point. A lot of that has to do with, yeah, it was one person. So, you know, these creatures are a little higher level. I want to say like these were like 5 or 7 or something like that. The big beetle types were 8, and the boss I want to say was like 9. And there was just no way I was doing the boss by myself. I mean, I just would die a lot. And, I'm not wearing armor, so it's really no decay with that. And the fact that I'm shooting it and it's healing faster than, I'm able to run back down there and do that again. Plus, I think whenever you die, there's a chance of respawns. So you may have to kill things between you and the boss again. And to get to the boss, I don't think you can avoid it. It almost looks like you have to kill two of these. As you can see, there's a lot of repeat mobs. You just basically are working yourself down. There's no map, which is a bit difficult. Um, but essentially, you come to like a Y right here, and you have to decide whether you're going to go, this way or that way. I went down to the water. I liked the straightness of it. I felt like it gave me a good chance. I had a part of my mission was there, but um, it allowed me to um, see the creatures from a long ways off and to shoot them before they got to me, which I thought was advantageous for me. Um, these level 8s, I'm trying to take this level 7 or whatever it is. It's super high comparatively to my thing, and he hit me hard, as you can see. Boom. And I can't think of what movie he's from, but it reminds me of something I've seen in like sci-fi movies. Um, Defiance, maybe the TV show Defiance. They had creatures like that a little bit. But as you can see here, I had a real long straightaway. I could get just inside rifle range and start pulling and backing up, and then switch the pistol and make the most of it. And I think that was probably the best way to resolve that fight. But even still, he still made it to me, and he boom killed me. He's pretty much one shot killing me. He just attacks really fast, and there is a save between this attack and that attack, but you'd have to really be lucky to get that. And if you were to evade one, you'd be able to get more rounds off. And if I evaded there, I probably would have killed him because he was super low. Um, but yeah, then I shot him one more time and killed him. And his loot was pretty good. Gave me over a pen. So that was worth it. I'll die a couple times to get a ped. That's always a good thing. At least right now I would. Um, Throughout all of this, I ended up getting almost a surplus of ammo. It was a good thing all the way through it. Um, I don't feel like that was a problem. I was trying to get to where the guy I was with is at because he was he was going to help me get through this last little bit since I was not able to get through it. But I wasn't sure how to get there, and the map system didn't work. So what do? You just kill mobs around you until you get there, and also it's uh, beneficial. Apparently, I did have a FAP left, so I used that to get some healing. I think I did, but maybe I did prior to this. Maybe I got one of those trainers when I went to Arcadia. I know when I left Calypso, I had like nothing. Like, another level 7, 8 guy. Can't do that. Especially when I got this mutant here running up on me. Who's going to kill me? Yep. So, what do? You just run back, heal up, kill him. Rinse and repeat. Again, if you had two people, and you can see here's response because there's no reason for that guy to be there. But if you had two people working together, I think even at this level, this is something that is doable by someone with a level 3 or 4 ability in the gun. Now, would it be efficient? No. It'd be efficient if you were like 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think when I get to that point, this might be something I want to do literally daily just to get the rewards from this. But I'm not to that point, and this is sort of an early thing. And to have the Vivo S10 early is power, and now that I have it and I can use it to get my skill up, um, I can use it in this fight. That's power too. So we ended up having to fight this guy, and as you can see, when he comes at me, it's one hit, two hits, dead. I was not full health when that happened, but still very quick. I go ahead and he ended up killing the tailor too. I decided to try and look at my settings, see if maybe if there was maybe something glitching out because of that. Because not being able to find your way around here, I was like, alright, so take the path where you don't have to fight the most amount of creatures. Well, I have no idea where that is. I don't know why this guy was just standing there. I couldn't click on him. It was stupid. I wish I would have healed up before doing that. But now I got heals from the tailor and his mind force. Let me run off to go kill stuff. And he's decided to use a melee weapon. I decided to come over here and get this part of the quest done. Essentially, you're trying to poison the water in multiple locations. This allows you to, I guess, weaken the boss or make sure that they don't come back type of thing. I don't know. There was other level 7s in there, and if you were doing this closer to level 10, I think that it would be worth doing that. We had the boss and the level 7 come at the same time. But I think it'd be worth to sort of farm these guys, because that one did give me over a head. If they continue to do that, as you can see, the boss really put a short work to me. What was it, 2-3 hits? And she attacks fast too. Yeah, put up the map, nothing. Now I just gotta get to where she is without running into any more monsters, because that's how you die. And he was actually dragging her towards me. She came up and he just started instantly healing me. So he's slamming my health bar up. I feel like I was playing a different game at that point. Being a little uneco. I collected the loot off of her before I left, and thank goodness I did. I completed the mission. I didn't really see that I got the Vivo S10 for some reason. I thought that was the old one, and maybe it's because it was so low of a damage. I just thought that was the old one that I had. That was not the S10. It was just the Vivo. So I was like, did I miss it? But no, I didn't miss it. Just asked me if I wanted to repeat. I got a robot beacon too. The robot beacon is really a part 3, and I'm going to be doing that on the second video. But that's going to be a ways out because I still have to get there. And I've watched some videos from other channels that are a little smaller. Not smaller like smaller than me, but like smaller in the scale of smaller. They're actually bigger than I am, but they're smaller in the scale of what everything is. And that's going to be, I'm going to be closer to combat level 10 to be able to do that, because that one there is a little bit more tough, and the rewards on that look like that can be really, really incredible. So I almost want to do that with someone that yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't want to be the completely way underpowered one where all the loot went to someone else because they were so good, because that loot could actually be worth it. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, if you want to see more videos talking about missions and whatnot, I've done a couple now, let me know down below. Find me on Facebook or Instagram, and you can find that at DM Zone. Let me know there too. I will try and respond to you, and I appreciate what you guys are doing and that you're enjoying the content, and Thank you, and I'm rambling, and have a great day.